Well, it's been a long road back to title contention and a heavyweight championship opportunity for this man, but he has put in all the right work, and a lot of people give him a great chance to get the job done tonight.
You know, when you've been there and you get back here, it's not new. There are a lot of things that are familiar, but how do you change the result? How do you assure that in this time, during this chance, you ultimately walk away with the championship? He's been here before, John. The team's been here before. They are confident that this time they get it done.
And that self-belief is rooted in the preparation, right? He's got speed, he's got power, all the tools to wrest the belt away. We'll see if we have a new UFC heavyweight champion by night's end. All right, so here he is, the Killer Gorilla, longtime middleweight contender, Jared Cannonier. And how do you assess the career to this point in time? Well, only two guys to beat him in the last 5 or 6 years, Robert Whittaker and Israel Adesanya. So most of the fights, like this one tonight, that Jared Cannonier is expected to win, he has held serve and done just that. If there has been any knock on Cannonier, it's that his game just hasn't been quite elite enough when the challenges have been the guys at the top of the division. But Cannonier is world-class. He has realized success in 3 different UFC divisions. And even though he's coming up on 40, don't let the age fool you. That's just a number. This guy looks a whole lot better with his shirt off than me. The Killer Gorilla, Jared Cannonier, steps inside the octagon and is ready to fight. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, the Korean Superboy, Duho Choi. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Jared the Killer Gorilla Cannonier.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Good.
All right, early round action here. The Killer Gorilla. I never get tired of saying that. Jared Cannonier back on the proven ground. Mentally, physically, emotionally, this guy is all in. He does a lot of visualization and meditation, and certainly spoke to us at length about that. And just believes that he is able to be calm and collected and relaxed on fight night because of all the mental preparation he does in advance of these big fights. Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Oh, great deception to land the flying knee. Swing and a miss by the Alaskan Jared Cannonier. Right hook to the head blocked. All right, so a big early land by the boxer. He put a lot of steam on that one as he's able to get that hook home, DC.
He lands it perfect. I mean, he throws it perfect. Right hand is always where it needs to be. If he throws it with the right, the left hand's always where it needs to be. It's tight, it's crisp, and it lands with a lot of power. Oh, man, both of these guys can really take a shot.
All right, the Killer Gorilla, Jared Cannonier, getting that jab working here pretty early, DC.
And a power jab. I mean, Everything about Jared Cannonier is power. If you look at him, you can tell that the guy is just insanely powerful. But it's this jab that is his triggers to do everything going forward in every fight that he's in.
Lands a jab. Cannonier gets lit up by that straight punch. Keeping busy now, connecting with those punches.
I mean, is this thing on repeat? How many times can you say punch to the head? He's got that single collar tie locked in.
We cross the midpoint in round one. Oh, good lead right by Choi.
That is a damaging kick that lands.
Hard shots landing on both sides here. Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt.
Oh, left hook. Great block there.
Oh, hook to the head by the Korean Super Bowl. Just over 2 minutes to go. Oh, nice counter punch there as he continues to make good use of this advantage in reach. Man, he is so sound defensively. Nice job to raise the guard there.
It's the relaxation that allows him to see things coming and block most of the strikes that are coming at him.
Choi's cut now above the eye, courtesy of that strike. We will keep an eye on it as the fight continues.
Hands on your face.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Man, how good is his right hook counter? Oh, doing a great job here defensively, and you've got to be of sound defensive mind to set up your counter shots. He is certainly feeling it in this round. Straight right is there. Under a minute to go. Choi gets caught with that punch. Got to shore up the defense. Oh, and he countered him there with a beautiful straight right hand. Certainly showing off some good hands here tonight. Cannonier gets in the clinch.
Big body kick lands. They're so evenly matched. They're going tit-for-tat.
Nice job by the veteran there to counter with a jab to the head. Strong work on the feet by the Korean Super Bowl. 20 seconds left.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Nice straight right lands. Round two is next.
Stop.
Heading back to the corner now after that round. Choi's got a cut to deal with above the eye, or perhaps better put, the cut man has got to deal with it. We'll see if he can stop the bleeding.
Listen, you're doing absolutely awesome. I want you to punch.
All right, we will now re-rack some of the highlights for you from that previous round. We'll try to find the shot that caused the cut above his eye that is now leaking significantly down and compromising his vision.
Yep, there it is. The one that landed that really opened him up. That cut is in a bad spot,
Yeah.
too. Right over the eye, so that blood starts to leak down. It starts to really impair the vision. It's going to be on his opponent to try and circle away from the power while not going in to circle away from the power to allow for himself to have a chance to still win this fight.
Yeah, still plenty of time with which to rally, but we will keep a close eye on that cut above his eye. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous frame.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
Cannonier's got a cut on the forehead. Yes, he's bleeding now, so some work for the cut man in between rounds if we get there. Left hook to the head, it's blocked.
Oh, nice.
Well, at this point, he is really timing things out well. It looks like he'll try to set up another combination of counter strikes here. He'll try to bait his opponent in and ultimately use that over-aggressiveness against him. Cannonier's strike attempt there is blocked. All right, so another nice strike to the thigh, some bruising starting to develop, and that could render his opponent a one-legged fighter here down the line.
And it'll take some time. It'll take some time when you land it there. But trust me, when you can dead that leg with those leg kicks, you can really start to see your opponent having difficulties moving. Right now, we're at step one.
All right, everything's been working off the jab for Jared Cannonier tonight, and he lands it again there.
Just a presence about himself is what I think about when I think about Jared Cannonier. He's a guy that has fought in multiple weight classes, and he gets that jab to the target so quickly. But you got to imagine a man that at one point weighed 240 pounds landing the jab at middleweight isn't just a jab, it's something that can push the lights out.
Well, he continues to stay busy, and he continues to land with volume punches here.
I mean, volume, but he's not wasting anything. He's so accurate out there.
All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut is opened up.
Oh, he got tagged something fierce there. Great combination. Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive than we saw in round one, and now starting to find himself in the pocket. Man, he really does a nice job getting his foot off the canvas to the target, continuing to cause damage to that upper leg.
He does a great job, man. He sets it up. It's not like he's throwing him blind either, John. He throws a jab in front of it. He throws a right hand in front of it. He always tries to hide what his true intentions are. And right now, his intentions are to beat up that thigh. And to this point, he has done that.
Just over 2 minutes now to go. Misses with the right hand.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Beautiful combination there. If you are teaching an up-and-coming fighter about throwing volume strikes effectively, you can do worse than watching the film on this guy.
It's a master class, John. It's a master class in mixing up the target, mixing up the strikes, and ending your combinations with the kick.
All right, well, if you like blood, perhaps this is the fight for you. That cut is really started to open up wide now.
It's starting to open up, but it doesn't seem to be affecting him too bad right now. It's still bloody, but it's not really limiting his ability to continue. Let's see if he can get through this and win this fight.
Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing strike.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut while dealing with the level of the fighter in front of you. Right now, you've got to do something different to try and change the way that this fight is playing out.
All right, so he lands again just like we saw in the last round, realizing a lot of success with his Muay Thai game tonight.
You know, why change it? It's working, and it's working from the very start of the fight. The moment this fight started, you saw the advantage that we predicted was there. He started to take advantage of it early, and now he's continuing to build on that. This kickboxer looks amazing tonight.
Great body kick there. Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there. 15 seconds. Nice counter left hook to the head. Huh. 10 minutes in the books. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, the truck has produced some replays from that previous round. Perhaps we can even isolate the strike that opened up that cut on the bridge of his nose.
It's nasty, and it's in a bad spot because the reality is when you can't breathe through your nose, you start to open your mouth, but the blood is dripping down into your mouth. How is he going to breathe in order to have a chance to win this fight?
You ready to fight?
Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. All right, so another round is now underway. Pretty good action over the previous 10 minutes. Your thoughts on what we might see here?
Both of the guys really picking up on the action, putting their foot on the gas, and really starting to drive it home as we approach the end of the fight, and we're still so evenly matched. It's a fight that's been so close to this point.
All right, big storyline starting to develop here. That cut really starting to get wide open as this fight continues.
And you can watch him, you see him, you can see it becoming his focus as he's popping him on that cut, and it's starting to open up more and more as the fight goes on.
Again, the combinations have been there for him tonight.
Lands a quick jab.
Back and forth we go. Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like he did in the previous round. This is a world-class display of striking here tonight. Oh, misses with the jab. Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart to carry them through these very tough moments.
All right, good job by him there to raise the guard and protect his head.
He's doing a good job of keeping the guard high, blocking his head, making sure he's not taking those damaging strikes up top.
Choi's torso, specifically that right side, has absorbed a lot of damage tonight. And here comes the purple, the black, and blue. A definite bruise starting to form on that right side. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Well, you've got to admire the urgency here. He is trying to keep the judges out of it, lighten up his opponent left and right. Choi's cut is getting worse. The cut man chomping at the bit to get in there. He'll have to wait for the break between rounds if we get there. We have crossed the midpoint of this fight. Oh, nice straight punch there. Must be nice to have a reach advantage like this, DC.
Big inside kick.
Well, he has stayed busy and he has stayed accurate. Nice combination there.
Very accurate, a lot of activity in the hands looking out.
Well, I can't even relate to the mental and physical toughness we are seeing from these two individuals. Both fighters damaged and compromised, and yet leaning on the heart here late in the fight.
Yeah, they're both leaning on the heart. They're both trying to really show that they belong. They're both trying to show that they're the better fighters. They have been matched at every single step. They're both bloody, battered, bruised, but neither one of them is willing to take a step back. These guys want to win.
Cannonier's able to protect the eye there with that block, so that is a nice adjustment that the fighter made there to raise the guard and prevent further damage on that cut. Oh, and he continues to pour it on. We mentioned earlier the aggression with his striking. Got to be careful to not gas out here, but at least you have to admire the approach. Yeah, that punch was blocked. Back and forth we go. The cut men on both sides.
He's hurt back.
Out of range with that kick attempt. Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover, and it's almost like he let him off the hook.
Kind of let him off the hook. He needed to really put his foot on the gas to try to find that finish.
45 seconds remain in the round. Cannonier's eye now closing up. Well, he's doing a nice job here blocking these shots. The chin is tucked, the hands are high. Pretty good job defensively thus far.
Great job defensively. He's seeing everything coming.
Right here, you got to empty the gas tank, John. You got to just go forward and let everything fly.
Fighter lands a kick now, and a pretty good one at that. 20 seconds left. Cannonier gets crushed with that hook.
I am starting to lose track of how many punches this guy has landed to the head of his opponent.
Choi's eye is disgusting. It is critical. I know DC has probably turned away at this point in time. They might need to call on the ringside physician pretty soon here. All right, well, if you like blood, and I do, this is the fight for you. Somehow we've made it to the stools, and both fighters are wearing it.
Yeah, I mean, the corner's going to have some work to do on that cut. He has been beat up in that round, but he has done his fair share of damage himself. This has been a very close fight.
All right, so the cut man attends to the fighter who has essentially been rendered a one-eyed fighter at this point in time. Some replays from the previous round.
No defensive intent, no defensive intensity, no attention to his defense, and this costing him. Now he's dealing with a massive cut over his eye, and that's going to make it hard for him to see. He's got to change something, man. He's got to.
We expected a bloody fight. We knew this was going to happen. We expected that more. Refocus and keep those hands up.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, fourth round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of a fight?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be harder. This is the hardest round in fighting. This is going to really test your will and your desire to become champion.
Well, the crowd continues to react with every passing land, but if you're the referee or even the corner, somebody's got to get involved, I would think.
Somebody's got to do something. It's getting very uncomfortable to watch this, and as the crowd gets excited, there's also a little bit of that, I don't want to see any more going on in their reactions.
And he's looking excited. Oh, he might be out. So now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow. You got to think he's going to continue to attack the body with all of his strikes.
Well, his opponent has not done anything to deter him. Oh, that's what it was.
Oh, big left hand. Well, MMA is a constant exercise in risk mitigation, right? But it would seem to me that if he really goes for it offensively, you can get him out of there.
Well, he's got him hurt. He's got him hurt. He's got him hurt multiple times in one round. It looks like this fight should be over by now, but his opponent's still standing, and I think that speaks to the durability of the guy standing in front of him.
Choi's cut has really opened up now. That blood is flowing. Didn't necessarily wake up thinking he was going to be donating blood today. He has donated a whole lot of it. Just over 3 minutes to go.
Fight back. Fight back.
Oh, back and forth we go.
Cannonier's cut on his nose is just pouring blood at this point.
Let's go. You can do this.
Choi's shot is blocked. And a miss with the right hook. Nice elbow there. Well, earlier in the round, he clearly got stunned by his opponent, but he just has not responded well at all.
He hasn't responded well. He hasn't gotten himself back going after getting hurt so bad early in the round.
Big miss from Cannonier. Well, most fighters can't keep up this type of aggression and pace, but you don't have to worry about this guy. He hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. Beautiful technique on the straight right hand. All right, so he earned respect from his opponent early on with the power, and now the swelling really started to become a factor, Champ.
The swelling starting to become a factor. This guy is so good at recognizing a weakness in his opponent. He got him hurt, he got him swollen a little bit, and now it's starting to pay dividends. He blocked that one.
Cannonier's really bleeding something fierce now. That cut is not getting any better. Oh, now the hook in the clinch by Choi. Well, he's looking for that left hand, just out of range, though, with it. Well, you can feel that breeze octagon side after the swing and a miss by Cannonier.
These boys are standing right in front of each other, just kind of going at it.
Oh, you gotta like the output here. So aggressive with the strikes. He continues to light him up. Gotta be careful here not to gas out, of course, but you gotta like the offense we're seeing from him, especially in this round. All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round.
Oh! He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. This is a crazy high pace.
Block that punch.
Oh, now going to the body with that hook. Nicely done there by the Korean Super Bowl.
Beautiful jab there by the champ.
Final seconds of the round.
Time.
20 minutes in the can, 5 to go. Man, this fight has been pretty wild. A lot of high-octane output on both sides, and candidly, neither fighter looking too good here.
It's the output. I mean, both of these guys have got their foot on the gas from the start of the fight. They've worked really, really hard to get to where they are right now. They're both going to have to rely on the toughness to drag them through the very difficult moments.
All right, let us now get you some replays of all the damage done in that previous round, including the strike that opened up the cut.
Yeah, some nasty strikes landed over the course of that round, and it opened up a nasty cut. He has got to find a way to change some things defensively, or that cut is just going to get worse and worse. And the worse it gets, the more he runs the risk of this fight getting stopped.
Ready to fight? Ready.
It is the 5th and final round. Next round is underway, and I'm no fighter, but these guys look pretty fresh to me.
It's insane to be able to carry that workload, that pace, over 5 minutes and still look as fresh as both of these fighters are.
Choi's cheek is just pouring blood all over his face, all over the canvas. That gash is terrible, so bad, we might even get a stoppage here. We'll see. Big power shot there. Well, confidence is high. I repeat, confidence is high. And I got to think when you knock a fighter down in the previous round, that's going to think you can do it again.
I mean, confidence is key in anything you do in regards to fighting. So, for him to secure that knockout early, he has to feel good going forward. Oh, nice elbow.
Well, block that punch. Just missed with the elbow there. Oh, back and forth we go. Blood is everywhere. I'm just not sure.
Hurt him again. He's brutalized him with the ground and pound. This fight is close to being done.
Oh, elbows up top. Oh, huge ground strikes.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Oh, another shot gets through. Doctor might have to step in soon. All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound, but very patient ground and pound from such a dominant position. In the half guard.
Cannonier getting work here from the top. You don't want to take too many more of these ground and pound strikes. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here.
Oh, he got to the spot.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Well, I don't think his corner is going to step in here, but maybe the referee will take a close look. I mean, that eye is disgusting.
His eye is done. He's been beat up. He got cut early in the fight, and he's just been targeted in that area. He has not made any changes to his defense, so he's continuing down this path. The doctor's going to take a look. Using a lot of good movement.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
90 seconds to go in the fight. Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
All right, here we go with the final minute of what has been unquestionably the fight of the night, back and forth on both sides, and referee has thought about stopping things. I'm glad he stayed out.
Yeah, I'm glad that he didn't put himself in this fight. We needed to see this one to completion, or as long as we have gotten to see the fight. There have been some bleak moments for both. Both of these guys are covered in blood. Both of these guys have been battered and bruised, but neither one of them lost the desire to fight. It's been so fun to watch. I cannot wait for this last minute.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by the Alaskan Jared Cannonier. "30 seconds to go in the round." Well, how about the movement off of the back? Nice job to avoid the ground and pound here by the Korean Superboy. 20 seconds to go in the fight. Oh, man, I mean, how much can one man take? He certainly doesn't look like he did when he walked out here just a few moments ago.
He's almost unrecognizable. He's been hit so many times in the face. The swelling started early. We spoke about trying to defend it.
All-out action right through the final minute. Nobody in this arena is sitting down. What a fight. All right, so there it is, the final horn, a lifetime of work, all building to this moment, and the underdog challenger comes up large with a striking game tonight. He's going to be the new champ.
I mean, he came up big in a massive spot. He was the underdog. He wasn't supposed to get this done. He relied on what got him here, the striking, to take the title from the long-reigning champion.
We'll see how the judges saw it. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 49-47, and 49-47. For the winner by unanimous decision, and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, the Korean Superboy, Doo-Ho Choi.
So the Korean Superboy, Doo-Ho Choi, with another highlight for the reel tonight. That reel's getting pretty crowded. Crazy to think this guy is just getting started, maybe a few years removed from his fighting prime. We'll see just how far he can take it, but tonight, undeniably, a huge step in the right direction for a guy who could be a future UFC